Welcome students, we have been given this question. If x raised to the power of x is equal to 1 over 4th root of 2, we are expected to find the value of x. Now this is a very important problem for all middle school and high school students. The reason is that you will be encountering scores of times expression of this fashion, either in parts or in huge amounts, whether be it algebra or in calculus. So you will have to learn the art of simplifying these expressions. In this case it is just an equation, so I will show you how to do that, and later on by practice you will be able to gain a greater mastery. So students, having mentioned this, so let me just start off by considering. Let us consider x raised to the power of x is equal to 4th root of 2. Now there is a formula. What is the formula? If you have something like this, mth root of a, I can rewrite this as a raised to the power of 1 over m. Now by this formula, what I can do, I can rewrite this x raised to the power of x to be as 1 over 2 raised to the power of 1 over 4. Now we can also rewrite 1 to be as 1 raised to the power of 1 over 4. There's no harm in writing it like this. So if I were to do that, this can be rewritten as x raised to the power of x is equal to 1 raised to the power of 1 over 4 divided by 2 raised to the power of 1 over 4. Now clearly you can see that the exponents are same. So this can be rewritten as 1 over 2. This entire quantity is raised to the power of 1 over 4. So this is always possible. We can always rewrite it like this. Now as I mentioned to you, if you have mth root of a, you can rewrite it as a raised to the power of 1 over m. Also, if you were to have a raised to the power of 1 over m, you can vice versa rewrite it in this fashion. So what I will do is I will rewrite this as 4th root of 1 over 2 in this fashion. Fair enough. Now the next step is, suppose you have a quantity, say 1. You can write 1 to be as 4 times 1 over 4, or 14 times 1 over 4, or 141 times 1 over 4, depending on what you want. It's not going to alter the quantity on the left hand side. In any case, it's still 1. So what I wish to do is I would like to rewrite 1 as 4 times of 1 over 4. This is how I'm going to write, because you can clearly see that there is a 1 over here. So I would like to utilize this concept. So utilizing this concept, let me go to the next step. This is equal to 4th root of 1 over 2 raised to the power of 4 times 1 over 4, right? Now if you have a raised to the power of m, the entire quantity raised to the power of 1 over n of this fashion, then this is equivalent to writing it as a raised to the power of m over n, and still further you can rewrite this as a raised to the power of 1 over n raised to the power of m. So all these deductions are possible because of the laws of indices. So I'm exactly going to be using that laws of indices. So what I wish to do is I would like to push this 4 inside. So I've got some quantity like this, so I'm pushing this numerator inside. So if I were to do that, this is going to be 4th root of 1 over 2. This is going to be raised to the power, right? 1 over 2 raised to the power of 4, and you got 1 over 4 over here, right? So it's always possible. Now what is 1 over 2 raised to the power of 4? That is nothing but 4th root of 1 over 16, right? Because 2 raised to the power of 4 is nothing but 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 2 to the 4, 2 to the 4, 4 into 4 will give you 16. So it's a simple arithmetic. Now this as exponent 1 over 4, fair enough. Now as I mentioned to you in the start, if you were to be given mth root of a, you can very well rewrite this as a raised to the power of 1 over m. So I'm going to utilize the same concept. Now this whole thing is a quantity. Just visualize it like that. This whole thing is a quantity, and we got fourth root of this quantity. So that's nothing but just place that entire quantity and raise it to the power of fourth root. So it's going to be 1 over 4, right? As I mentioned to you in the laws of indices, suppose you got some quantity like this. Okay, to be better, more precise, suppose you have a quantity a raised to the power of 1 over n, and that is raised to the power of 1 over m. This can be rewritten as a raised to the power of 1 over n times m. You can do that. And because of that property, I can now rewrite this as 1 over 16 raised to the power of 1 over 4 times 1 over 4, which is nothing but 1 over 16. So this is what I've got. Now what did we start with on the left hand side? On the left hand side, we started with x raised to the power of x. So on the left hand side, we got x raised to the power of x. So this is nothing but x raised to the power of x is equal to 1 over 16 raised to the power of 1 over 16. So clearly you can see, in place of x, I got 1 over 16, and in place of this x, I got 1 over 16, right? So the bases can be equated, the indices can be equated, which means the value of x is 1 over 16. So that is the solution to this beautiful question. Thank you, students.